NWA fans, it is NWA 75 Night 2 recap. Kyle Davis here with NWA President William Patrick Corrigan. And I have to be honest with you, Night 2, it just got over. You can see the chaos around us. The people have gone home, but the memories and the emotion remains in this building. We're at the Chase Parkway, St. Louis, Missouri. History was made yet again on Night 2 of NWA 75. In fact, in the main event, Tyrus put his career and championship on the line. And let's face it, if you had any concept or any questions or anything about the National Wrestling Alliance going forward, the first 75 years have been set in stone. They've been written in the history books. But starting this weekend, NWA 75, the future is just starting to be written.
I'd like to tell you at the Coruscant Ballroom in lovely St. Louis, the Chase Park Plaza Hotel, we are sitting in a debris field.
There's a lot of garbage around here.
There are broken computer keyboards. There's broken tables. I mean, this is a disaster area that we're sitting in. Wow, we had some beautiful violence on this two-day event. So we're here to recap Night 2 of NWA 75. Let's get to it. I don't want Billy Trask, our young and lovely director, yelling at me in this headphone saying, "Hurry up, you old crotchety person." Let's start with the pre-card. Battle Royale. The Austin Idol, out of respect to Austin Idol. Of course, he was the initial title holder. I'm not crazy, right? We have to call Doc for our history, but I'm pretty sure Austin Idol was your original national title holder. So the Austin Idol National Battle Royale, about 25 men going at it for the for the chance to face Thrillbilly later in the evening. Your new national heavyweight champion, Thrillbilly Silas Mason. So let's just say that was a maelstrom. If you want to watch it, that match will be up for free on YouTube for a little while.
You have to think
you want to watch the whole pre-show.
Idol's ego was getting played into with that, but also I think he was really hoping to have his, whatever he is, illegitimate son, protege, Zion, either way.
But isn't it interesting that the man who won, the strongest man out of 25 was Jordan Clearwater, someone that Austin Idol turned his back on and literally spit on in the middle of that ring.
So Austin Idol, I could almost guarantee you, will take credit for Jordan Clearwater rising above because he's going to be like, I pushed him to be that person.
He takes credit for my music career before I even met him. So figure that one out.
He's aging well. He might be a vampire.
He reminds me of a Courtney Love that I know who took credit for songs that I wrote before I knew Courtney Love. But that's another story for another day. This isn't TMZ.
Save it for the book, as you like to say.
Save it for the book. So Jordan Clearwater, congratulations. Clearwater-grations. That's the words formed in my mind. Is this good TV?
Who's to say? It's a recap show, folks. We literally are coming down from all the adrenaline after 2 nights in Chase Parkway. I'm fired up, man. I'm still feeling it.
Next match, Taylor Rising, a young recent convert to the NWA Environs, versus Markova, who's coming off that bruising, of course, main event against Camille. Markova beating, but impressing and seeming to find some kind of common bond with this young superstar. And here's a match I want to throw to Daisy Kill and Talos beating the Country Gentlemen for the U.S. Tag Champions. The Country Gentlemen held that thing, I think, for the 3rd longest reign in the history of those belts. That's very impressive.
True. And we're not just talking about the Lightning One era. We're talking the entire NWA history.
In the 75 years. So please enjoy this match because it's worth a watch. I think you'll see some good old-fashioned, rugged professional wrestling and a title change, but that's a spoiler, I guess.
That is a spoiler. Daisy Kill and Talos, the man who is taller than almost anybody ever met, going against the Country Gentlemen, folks. This is one for the history books, literally.
Introducing first, the Challengers. They are the physique you'll never achieve from a town you can't afford. One of them is the rock star you wish you could be. This man is Daisy Kill and his partner, the towering Talos.
Daisy Kill and Talos victorious during Night 1, defeating the Fixers to move on to this championship matchup. Have an opportunity to hold gold here in the NWA, become the NWA United States Tag Team Champions. Can't put anything past a team that's got a giant on their side.
That's for sure.
Well, and I would say that their initial, the first time I saw these guys, weren't that impressive. But, man, they have left a stack of bodies
they
along the way, and they've a ton of wins.
But the ukulele.
So you'd like to serenade the crowd? We got a little special song for this historic night in this dumpster of a town, so I'm going to need you trash to kind of sit back and listen while I play you a little song. St. Louis, Missouri. I'm ready to leave in a hurry.
Oh my gosh.
Because this town ain't worth a damn. Y'all couldn't even manage to keep the Rams. Trash. So on the blues. The Cardinals suck. You know, I don't need this kind of disrespect, all right? Let me tell you something real quick. My man Talos, his daddy used to teach him to hunt pigs. You see, they'd send the dogs out, they'd squeal and whine for mercy, but Talos would take that size 18, he'd step across that pig's neck. He'd pick out his Bowie knife and he'd cut him ear to ear, and his family ate good for weeks. Now with the country gentlemen tonight, we might not go to that extreme, but the sentiment remains. We're gonna be eating good tonight, Kyle Davis. Bring them pigs on out for me.
Oh boy, them's fighting.
Come to the ring. They are the NWA United States Tag Team Champions. This is the tag team of the thoroughbred Anthony Andrews, the brute from Bullhead Ranch, AJ Kazana. They are the Country Gentlemen.
Country Gentlemen have been our United States Tag Team Champions for 207 days. That is the third longest reign, just behind the Steiner brothers at 225 and the Midnight Express at 346 days. They've made it very clear they want to be the best United States Tag Team Champions in history, but they're going to have to go through Daisy Kill and Talos here at NWA 75 to do it.
Just to be on a list with those two tag teams, but to have a chance at catching them, you know these guys are always motivated. A little bit more tonight, I think.
As you can hear, the crowd is definitely in favor of the Country Gentlemen.
And you can hear this raucous crowd at the Chase. As the seats continue to fill, the pay-per-view beginning at the top of the hour.
15 minutes.
Plenty of time to go on FITE.tv. Order the pay-per-view right now. All those championships on the line, including the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship, EC3 versus Tyrus in a bull rope match. If Tyrus loses the match, he will retire from the sport of professional wrestling.
And like you said, Joe, this card is stacked.
What is Daisy Kill doing right now?
I think he's got a hair emergency timeout, I think. Then again, I guess walking in the ring, he kind of had a hair emergency before.
Haha.
He made that decision, not me.
The brute from Bullhead Ranch, using that size advantage. Showing no fear against Daisy Kill here on night 2 of NWA 75. From this rowdy crowd. I mean, the fans here have just been so fantastic.
Yeah, and it's really starting to fill in. I think St. Louis is an appreciation for great wrestling, and to come back to the Chase Ballroom with the history that wrestling has. We are back. The NWA is back. Wrestling is back. St. Louis is the place to be, and you guys FITE TV.
Anthony Andrews with a scoop and a slam on Daisy Kill, holding his own.
Clubbing blow to the chest as the thoroughbred Anthony Andrews isolating Daisy Kill. Great tag team cohesion with the Country Gentlemen.
And this is another one of those teams that, when kind of put in together, weren't that familiar with each other, but they've developed a real chemistry. They've got great timing, and that's proven out by the number of days that they've been winning.
Oh, here we go. Little tag team working together here. Boom!
Anthony Andrews coming in hard with a clothesline.
Snapmares him down.
Yeah. Daisy Kill desperately needs to make a tag. If he doesn't do it soon, Country Gentlemen will be easily retaining those championships.
Tag is made, in comes AJ Kazana.
I love the way he hangs on to that arm.
Double stomp to the chest.
Corner.
And Kazana back to his feet. Oh, Daisy Kill makes the escape and makes the tag.
Oh boy, here comes Talos.
Over 7 feet tall.
That's the line. AJ Kazana with those body shots to Talos. Didn't even phase him.
Powered him.
Didn't even phase him.
Over 300 pounds.
It is a big, big man.
Monster. That was a monster
the
belly to
entire
back.
ring just shook.
Into the
Talos
cover,
corner.
kick out.
Only a 1 count.
It's a long way down.
Santa face first in the top turnbuckle. Raining forearms. The wingspan on Talos is so
And the
incredible, and so is the power.
Slam by Talos to Kazana.
Giant of a man manhandling the brute from Bullhead Ranch.
Well, anytime you see somebody with that type of slam, that shows power.
Cover.
Into the cover, very confident cover.
But where his hands were placed on that, most people would have just slipped off. He powered Kazana.
Yeah, he did. Yep. Face first into the boot of Daisy Kill as the tag is made.
Here comes Daisy. Shot to the back.
I mean, if you're Daisy Kill, what an advantage. I mean, you get into some trouble, you make a tag to a
To the big man.
7-foot giant who comes in and does damage.
Back elbow.
And you
Now
take
just
advantage
the
of
referee's
it.
back is turned. The referee's back is turned. Double team attack on AJ Kazana. The knee across the throat. Tag.
Kazana in a lot of trouble
Yeah,
here.
a
As
ton of trouble.
Talos and Daisy Kill just take turns tagging in and out, unleashing on one half of the NWA Tag Team Champions. Anthony Andrews trying to give motivation to AJ Kazana.
Talos and Daisy Kill
Somehow, some
looking
way.
so good. You're right.
He's got to muster up the strength to crawl across the ring.
gotta
Tagging
make it.
Anthony Andrews.
You know, everything Talos does, it's basic physics. You've
It's
got a man
dangerous.
that size, that much power, that much weight. From a higher distance, it's gonna hurt more every single time.
And Anthony Andrews is fired up on the outside. Daisy Kill dropping the elbow into the cover. Oh, kick out.
AJ, I mean, Kazana's gonna keep battling in there. You know he's going to.
Kazana saying he is coming for him. Got to make the tag though.
Fighting from underneath.
Oh,
Anything he's
rake
got
in the
left.
eyes.
Oh.
Daisy Kill raking the eyes. Putting so much pressure onto the neck.
Come on, Kazana, shake it
Oh,
up.
and a shot on the outside. Talos now into the cover, shoulders down, kick out.
Anthony Andrews no pun intended, he is biting at the bit to get in there. He wants to help his partner. He knows if he steps in early, it's going to do more harm than good. But he just can't get that tag, not yet.
Every time AJ Kazana
Tag.
seems to get a little bit of steam behind him, he just continuously gets cut right
Talos
back
getting
off.
in the face.
It's like a freight train coming at you at full speed.
It's a 7-foot freight train. I think that man is huge.
Snapmare's been out of the corner.
Oh, wait, might have been a mistake.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
now
close.
he's getting close, but
So
Talos,
close.
oh, with a boot to the side of that, but now he's
Reach out,
close.
reach
Now
out.
he's close, and
Steps in between
Yeah,
and makes sure
cutting it
there's no
off.
tag. I don't have that little. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little confidence, but that arrogance will get you in trouble.
oh, he's calling for it. He's calling for the choke slam.
Come on, Kazana. There
Kazana
you go.
finding a bit of
on.
life, firing
on.
back, but gets bullied into the corner.
It's not where AJ Kazana needs to be right now.
Pulling
Farther
at the
away
hair.
from Anthony Andrews.
Talos.
Nobody home.
Oh, major
Now's your
mistake.
chance for
Tag,
tag made.
Here comes Andrews. Here comes Andrews.
Talos is hung up on that rope.
He's saying, let's ride.
Oh, he's going up. We've seen this before.
Yes, we have. Flying through the air. Dead to rights.
Cover.
Now into the cover. Shoulders are down. Talos breaks it up. Scott Wheeler trying to get some control here, but AJ Kazana on the attack. Just gets thrown off the back of Talos, and there's the big boot. Kazana falling to the floor.
He's calling for it again.
Oh, across the
Oh,
throat.
not good for
Across the
Anthony.
throat. He's
Not
got
good.
him up. Oh, choke
Damn.
slam. Flattens him. Daisy Kill into the cover.
No way.
No
They got
chance.
it.
What?
They got it.
the winners of this match, and new NWA United States Tag Team Champions, Daisy Kill and Talos.
I mean, guys, we were not expecting to see that at all.
Daisy Kill and Talos pulled out all the stops, have made history here at NWA 75, gold and gold. They are your new United States Tag Team Champions.
Chase Ballroom doesn't like that, but you know you can't take it away from them. Those guys worked as a team. Welcome to professional wrestling. Welcome to the Chase.
Heartbreaking loss for the country gentlemen. As Daisy Kill and Talos holding the gold here at NWA 75, and Talos looks like he's taking it. Oh, he's gotten rid of the hat. Thought he was gonna be taking it with him, but taking a moment to just soak in. Wait a minute. I know that music.
Wait. No. Could it be?
It's the Immortals. The Immortals, who during the 2023 Crockett Cup defeated the country gentlemen during the tournament. And they came looking like they're dressed for a fight, Tim.
Man, and these guys, another one that's just a huge, massive, strong, athletic tag team. If anybody can match up with these guys, you're seeing them walk the aisle right now.
Absolutely.
And of course, Kratos, a former NWA World Tag Team Champion as well. And look at this. Big time face-off. Making a challenge, stepping right up. They're making the shot. They want to be next. They want to be next for the United States Tag Team Championship.
One of the things in the National Wrestling Alliance is our secondary championships are always a stepping stone to going towards the world title. It's one of the little nuances here that I love. The Lucky 7 with the TV title. If you get 7 actual defenses in there, you could cash that in for a world title opportunity. And Tom Latimer, the NWA World Television Champion, NWA 75. It came down to his 7th title defense against Chris Adonis. Would he retain the title? Would he have an opportunity in the future to perhaps build upon that with a title run maybe in a much grander position? Billy, your thoughts?
Friends, not friends. Friends, not friends. These two have a lot of drama going on.
Strictly business.
Well, yeah, it's the alpha male stuff, right? And here you had Adonis turning on Latimer because he saw an opportunity. Adonis mad that he wasn't on the NWA 75 card. He saw easy prey when his partner at the time, Tom Latimer, they were in a tag match together. He turned his back and master lock. So here we are. Latimer beating Adonis. Basically, excuse my French, shutting his mouth, which isn't easy to do. I know from personal experience. So congratulations, Tom Latimer. He is your lucky 7. Now, he hasn't cashed in yet, but he can, which means he would be in the main event of our next pay-per-view. Which, did we announce that?
That's a great question. I'm not sure if it even got mentioned during the pay-per-view.
I feel like we missed it. So I'm going to pretend that we didn't announce it. So if we did, you'll just have to Google.
I feel like we need to do a little break there somewhere.
M95 have held the ladies' tag belts for a while. Good job.
Fantastic job.
We're still building the division. That's no slight against M95 because they built a lot of really quality challengers. But it's cycled back around through guile and persistence on the part of Pretty Empowered. Pretty Empowered now Kylie Page, Kenzie's sister, and Ella Envy.
The third combination of Pretty Empowered.
Okay, but to Ella Envy's credit, she is now a 3-time
That's unbelievable to me.
Women's World Tag Champion.
When I met Ella Envy and Kenzie Page, these two young ladies were just trying to make a footprint in professional wrestling, and here they are, adorned with gold in their careers here in the National Wrestling Alliance, disappointing no one, except maybe the people that have to listen to them when they get annoyed by Pretty Empowered, but they back up their words with their actions.
I try to tell young talent that the NWA is the land of opportunity. This door is actually open. If you have talent and you walk through the door and I see something in you, you will get the opportunities. And to the credit of Kylie and Ella, they beat M95, a very strong, credible team, getting better with every match. Hard hitters. Maddie was dominant in this match at times, which is hard to say because usually Miss is the more physically dominant one. But Maddie brought her A game, and so really credible title win for Pretty Empowered. Now, the third time the Pretty Empowered brand has won. Of course, they're not surprised, and I've got to hear that too. Here's a match that I do want to share with our audience. Of course, it was on the pay-per-view. If you bought the pay-per-view, thank you very much. Jack Cartwheel at AAA versus Colby Corino. I'm not saying it was the match of the night, but it was up there with the best matches of the night. So let's throw to that. Young Jack Cartwheel taking on your NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, Colby Corino. If you like your cruiserweight wrestling, this is an absolutely top-tier contest.
For a first time having to defend that championship, Colby Corino, Cartwheel. I mean, this match, this was something else. In fact, I think we should have stopped talking about it. We should let the viewers here just enjoy, because I know I did.
The following match is one fall with a 20-minute time limit. It's for the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first from Sacramento, California. From Mexico's AAA promotion, this is El Nino Maravilla, Jake Cartwheel.
Yeah, Jack Cartwheel with that sparkly hat. Where'd he get that hat? I love it. And look at that.
We love it.
They love Cartwheels. I mean, he has tied the world record for most cartwheels done within 30 seconds at 26. It's hard to believe that's even possible.
Right?
I did a cartwheel once.
How'd that work out?
Right?
Wait, there it is!
Look at that.
A slow motion cartwheel. That's impressive.
That's even more difficult than doing it quickly, I think.
Yes.
Well, we know he's an athlete.
Accompanied by the Chief Grant Officer of Camp Corino, Jamie Stanley. He is the last bastion of professional wrestling and the new NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. This is Colby Corino.
Colby Corino cementing his own legacy in the NWA, holding gold in the National Wrestling Alliance, just like his papa, just like his daddy. And boy, is he ever proud.
Oh, and he should be. I mean, Colby Corino is an amazing competitor, great athlete, good champion. Jack Cartwheel's going to take him. He's going to take him on a ride. We'll see who comes out on top.
Jack Cartwheel has had an opportunity at the NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship before during the World is a Vampire Festival in Mexico City in a triple threat matchup against Sal the Pal and then champion Kerry Morton. He wants to take that championship back across the border to Mexico, to AAA.
Here we go.
Bell has rung in our junior heavyweight division. Collar elbow tie up, starting things off.
Well, and I have to think, when you get Jamie, you get anyone in your corner. Jamie Stanley's in the corner now. I think you got to look at that as a little bit of an advantage.
Look, Jamie Stanley paid dividends for sure in the matchup last night against Kerry Morton.
Oh, nice. Out of nowhere.
Just thinking.
Deep arm drag. Catches
that arm.
And another arm drag. Up, and another.
Arm.
But no, the cartwheel escape. The cartwheel escape.
You know, I have to wonder, guys, and tell me if you agree or not. Do you think it would be a smart strategy of Colby Corino to kind of ground Jack Cartwheel? Kind of take him off his feet, because a lot of his offense is obviously what we're seeing right now, the cartwheels. A lot of his moves are, based around the cartwheel. Colby Corino, if he was smart,
that doesn't hurt. No,
he would ground him, right?
I agree with you. I think that's.
And he's totally capable of doing it.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, wow. That is impressive.
Rolling through, beautiful head scissors, sends Corino all the way to the floor. Yeah, if you give Jack Cartwheel an inch, he's going to take a mile and cartwheel the entire mile.
I think athletically these guys do match up really well. But Velvet, to your point, I think if there's an advantage,
cartwheels all the way to the floor and a big forearm to the junior heavyweight champion.
I think in a ground and pound in a technical match, I think you're right. I think Colby's got the advantage.
Oh, wait a minute. Was looking for the head scissors. Corino caught him. Oh, power bomb on the apron.
Oh, he's loading it up.
Well, maybe that's the start of him grounding Jack Cartwheel.
This could be it here, looking for something big.
Oh my
cannonball to the
gosh!
outside. Levels Jack Cartwheel.
Yeah, I want to see both these guys up and moving, and I want to see who that's going to hurt more. I know Jack Cartwheel took the brunt of that in the air, but man, Colby came down hard on that concrete. I mean, it's carpeted, but it's concrete no matter how you
It's
look
a
at
very
it.
thin,
Yeah, it's
ultra
just
thin
carpet.
layer of carpet.
Here at the ballroom, chop to the chest. Cartwheel's trying to find some time to breathe. Oh, now up against the camera platform. This is a dangerous situation. Another big chop to the chest. Cartwheel's just getting lit up by Corino, who breaks the count. There you see Jamie Stanley.
Corino
he's got a
is
running
not
start.
finished
Coming in.
yet.
Oh, but he runs into the boot. Runs into the boot. And now Cartwheel from
Back
the
to
camera
his feet.
platform.
What is he gonna do right here?
I don't know, but he's coming up. Oh,
my
moonsault!
gosh!
Moonsault to the outside, takes down Corino.
That got the crowd fired up, and that got Jack Cartwheel fired up too.
Yes,
You
it
hit a
did.
big move like that, you can feel it inside.
Starting to get his momentum
Speaking of big
back.
moves, you've seen this from Cartwheel before.
go.
The enormous
Oh
core
my
strike.
gosh, beautiful. The athleticism is so impressive. That strength that it takes to do anything
Now
he
into the
does.
cover, shoulders down, kick out.
Colby Corino definitely feeling that.
Cartwheel staying on the attack, knowing what's at stake. Here at night 2 of NWA 75, looking to become a champion here in the National Wrestling Alliance.
Oh,
Lights up the
look at
chest.
Corino though.
Oh, Corino feels disrespected.
I did not see that happen.
Two of these men trading those
man.
vicious of chops.
Jack Cartwheel's just trying to get a break here. He's trying to stop the pounding.
This is becoming an all-out brawl between these two. Tensions boiling over in this match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship.
And the thing about both these guys, I mean, and we talk about their athletic ability, but with that 225 or less weight limit, it turns
Corino!
It turns these cruiserweights into probably the most physical division we've got because they can do so many high-impact things.
Rolling through. Oh, a double stomp!
Like that. I mean, we just saw a roll-through double stomp to the chest, and you're not going to see a lot of 350-pounders doing that. But Jack Cartwheel sure found it.
Colby Corino feeding off the energy of this capacity crowd here at the Chase Ballroom. Another chop to the chest.
Sends him off. Reversal by Jack Cartwheel.
Corino caught him, and plants Cartwheel. Moonsault.
Covered by Corino.
That
This
gonna
could
be
be
it?
enough here to retain kick out.
So close.
And you can see this capacity crowd here at the Coruscant Ballroom at the Chase Park Plaza Hotel, hallowed ground for the sport of professional wrestling, the home of wrestling at the Chase here in St. Louis. 3 decades ago, every anniversary, we celebrate that legacy here. Big time German suplex, but the fighting spirit of Corino burns red
Oh
hot
my God.
into the cover
gotta be
from
it.
the Spanish
Oh
Fly.
my gosh.
Colby Corino can't believe that he didn't get 3 there.
Corino trying to shake off the cobweb, stretch the neck out. Been
That is-
such a physical matchup.
That's
See
it.
Jamie Stanley on the outside.
That is a high-impact move for both guys. Colby felt that too, and he can't believe that that wasn't enough punishment for Jack Cartwheel.
Forearm to the face.
Ooh,
Chop.
stiff chop by Corino.
Strike exchange between these two incredible athletes. Forearm. Rocks Corino. Corino answering back. You can hear this crowd coming alive.
Oh,
Repeated forearms to the side of the face of Corino. Answers with a knee strike to the face of Jack Cartwheel.
oh,
Cartwheel escape. Step up on Sakuri.
Beautiful.
Corino still on his feet.
Ducks the line.
Another big chop to the chest. Taking the wind right out of
Jack
Corino. But what?
Cartwheel
that seems to be
fired up
motivating
right
him
now.
more than anything.
Corino fired up. In his first defense of the Junior Heavyweight Championship, gets sent all the way to the floor, down to the outside, Jack Cartwheel.
Here we go.
Looking to fly.
Oh
and
my
it does. Oh my God. Takes down Corino.
So impressive.
With incredible ease and incredible accuracy, takes out the Junior Heavyweight Champion.
And the crowd showing their appreciation for the extreme athleticism of Jack Cartwheel. How do you do that?
They're coming to their feet. They can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Cartwheel could feel it.
Standing ovation for this Junior Heavyweight matchup.
not
Jack
done yet.
Cartwheel going for that elbow. No, Carino caught him. Carino caught him.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, he's got it. Can he hook those arms?
He's locking it in.
Can he hook them? He's got to roll him over.
He's got to roll it over. Could be enough here. His version of the Styles Clash. And kick out.
Last second.
Kick out.
And Jamie Stanley can't believe that as he's on the outside. He thought that was it too.
Well, and that's one of the great things about the seat that we have, because you can see the kick out. You can see there was air in there at what, 2 and 99 100. I mean, it was close.
You can hear this crowd coming alive. This certainly is awesome. Short arm clothesline.
It is just a breath of fresh air to see great, incredible all-around professional wrestling. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
It doesn't get better than this here.
Absolutely.
In the NWA, Jared Fritz trying to get some separation. Oh, a kick! Oh, my God, he hit him with everything he's got.
Rock Jack Cartwheel. Colby Corino going up top now.
He's looking for it.
Not good for Cartwheel. Oh, but he cartwheeled out of it.
Are you kidding me? This deep into the match, able to escape. Penalty kick. Into the chest, and now Corino.
Shoot reversal.
Coming off.
I don't even know what that was.
Oh, wow.
Spread out, my God, crucifix bomb.
That's gotta be it.
New champ.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
You can see, look at the eyes of both of these guys. They are
Cartwheel
shook.
is on the verge of like tears right now. He was convinced that he had the pin right there.
I was convinced he had the pin right there.
They are leaving it all out there.
Cartwheel wants the gold.
At NWA 75, Cartwheel's making the sign. He knows he needs to deliver something big, something spectacular.
Well, you don't get opportunities for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight title like this very often. He knows he's got to cash that in.
Corino says he's all right. Can continue to compete. Up onto the wow, with ease. Cartwheel Death Valley driver. Corino in the drop zone.
Cartwheel's going up top. Gotta go, gotta go. Don't waste any time.
He's feeding the energy off this crowd. All the way to the top rope.
Will he hit it? Will this be it?
Calls for it.
Oh,
no! Ran into the knees. I think his feet also caught the rope. High risk.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
It just got turned inside out.
Yes.
Corino looking for it. The Zed's dead. Zed's dead. DDT immediately into the cover. Wow.
The winner of this match, and still NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Colby Corino!
What a hard-fought battle by both men. Very, very impressive showing by Jack Cartwheel, but congratulations to Colby Corino on retaining his championship.
We had so many championships change hand on NWA Night 1 for NWA 75. You know, on Night 2, it was time for these champions to defend, and would they retain? That's the real question. It's hard enough to win a championship, but they say the hardest thing is to keep that championship. Night 2, TV title for the women's division was on the line. The non-binary nightmare, Max the Impaler, putting their championship up against Ruthie J.
Ruthie J, in a recent addition to the NWA roster. We, of course, met Ruthie when we were working down in Tampa. Very impressive young woman. Poised, beautiful, cool, has some really strong striking.
Big upside.
Big upside. Watch Ruthie J. So I felt confident to put Ruthie in this match. The only problem is Max beat the living hell out of Ruthie to the point where you start going, maybe we should just stop this. Yes, it's a pay-per-view. Yes, it's NWA 75, but let's let Ruthie live to fight another day, metaphorically speaking.
Ruthie's first mistake showed fear. Max could smell it.
Okay, but to Ruthie's credit, as they used to say in the old commercials, took a beating and kept on ticking, or something like that.
Very true.
So all credit to Ruthie, but Max retains first time defending this new championship, the ladies television championship. The crazy thing is Max, as the non-binary nightmare, could arguably also become the NWA men's television champion, because Max wrestles in both divisions.
And what Sinister Minister and Max want, Sinister Minister and Max are probably going to get.
And has had success. So that's an interesting thing that we need to look at. Okay, I know I love me some clowns. I know you love to talk about clowns. The brothers with Violent J, they came to the ring. They're shooting silly string all over. They bring a cake to the ring.
There was a pie.
There was a pie. There's a pie. There were balloons. And then here come your, recently dethroned tag champions with some piss and vinegar in their walk with Vampiro.
Trying to prove something.
There's a lot of history. I don't know if you follow this on social media. There's a ton of history between Vampiro and Violent J. Way back, 20 years of history. So that feud, which is kind of sort of present already between the two teams in La Rebellion and the brothers, the clowns, as I like to call them, the two managers on top are driving this thing, and both teams seem to be biting into the feud. So this is going to be very interesting to watch.
We heard Violent J bring it up. He saw Vampiro on our programming and said, Vampiro, my boy, is getting paid. I can do that too.
Yeah,
he's literally here for the money and the attention that he's trying to take away from Vampiro.
Yeah, but if you understand his thinking, because he and I have spoken a little bit about it, is his thinking is like, hey, my boy's there getting paid. I want to get there too. Hey, Vamp, hook me up. Vamp told him to go take a walk. Like, only room for one legend in this house. I almost went into a kind of a rap there because of Violent J. I'm not a rapper, as we all know.
That would have been amazing.
So the La Rebellion took some liberties with the clowns.
That they did.
And then, if that wasn't bad enough, completely humiliated Violent J. Pie in the face. I guess upping the clowns at their own hijinks. So
I texted you Chekhov's pie. That pie got brought to the ring.
I had no idea what that meant.
It had to have been used. You don't introduce a pie if you don't want to use.
I see. I didn't go to college like you did.
I didn't either.
I think I have a funny feeling that there's going to be more stuff going on.
I'm worried about the clownery because I think it's going to lose its fun and it's going to start getting real serious real quick.
Let me tell you something. If you've watched some of the biggest movies in Hollywood, clowns being violent draws. So let's just say if these clowns get really violent, it will draw. Okay.
October 28th. Just putting that out there.
Kerry Morton, future legend, versus, I guess, a living legend in his own mind, Matt Cardona. Kerry absolutely demanded to face Cardona because of the disrespect that he felt Cardona showed his father on night one of NWA.
Do you know what he told me backstage about that? He said, of course I ran and I helped my father. That's my father. Here's the follow-up. He hasn't signed the will yet, and I'm not going to let that guy get taken out before I get what's rightfully mine. That is Kerry Morton in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I'm just going to skip past that. So congratulations to Kerry Morton for beating arguably the hottest independent wrestler in the world in Matt Cardona. I've offered Matt Cardona contracts. I've offered him free cars. You can't get him in the house because he's too busy talking about toys and making $1 zillion off his arcs.
He is successful, and now Kerry Morton is using him as a stepping stone to get out of the junior division. Kerry's trying to jack up.
Okay, quickly. Thrillbilly, his first defense against Jordan Clearwater. Of course, Jordan winning the Battle Royal early in the evening. How did you feel this match went for both gentlemen?
Jordan Clearwater, I've said this before, is a man who's wrestled throughout the world, and up until this point, he was treated like a lackey with Idol. And I kind of had a moment myself where I said, I don't know if I see it in him. And this weekend, Jordan Clearwater took the betrayal of Austin Idol, and he let that drive him. And for the first time in the National Wrestling Alliance, I have witnessed the Jordan Clearwater I've heard about, that people have talked about. And Jordan Clearwater, I do not say this lightly, is a future champion in the National Wrestling Alliance.
I wouldn't disagree with you. I felt it was a breakout weekend for Jordan Clearwater, so congratulations to him. Because even against his match against Zion on night one, I mean, Zion, very, very tough, and he held his own. So, Thrillbilly, interesting. Some guys, when they're not the champion, they're hard chargers. It's all about the championship. And he was in my ear for months. You got to give me this, you got to give me that. And I'm like, whoa, slow down. You got to earn stuff around here. I saw a little kind of, not weakness, but I think he was a little bit awed by the moment.
He's not hungry anymore.
Well, that's, I think, going to play into the story. And, you know, as Joe mentioned on commentary, the Southern Six, Thrill Billy, Kerry Morton, and Alex Taylor, those guys are charging hard, okay?
They want it all.
You were talking to a real rock star here, and they put me to shame with the living. They're going... They've watched all those old Flair videos on YouTube, and they're trying to recreate Rush Street, which of course is Chicago, where the boys used to hang back in the day. I'd hear the stories about them back in the day in Chicago about the boys hanging on Rush Street, Arn and Tully and Flair down in my hometown.
Can we just do me one favor? Can we get the Southern Six some math classes? Because so far, 3 of them, the numbers don't add up.
Well, apparently the where they went to school in the trailer home wasn't so good with math. Here's the match I want to throw to, and then we'll come back and say goodbye to you. Thank you again for watching. We so appreciate our audience. This company is built with this audience watching us, so thank you. We cannot thank you enough. The people that filled this auditorium to capacity today, we cannot thank them enough. BFT.
Blunt Force Trauma.
Managed by Aaron Stevens, your friend and mine. At least on Tuesdays. Newly crowned World Tag Champions. They've got the titles. And who are they facing? The winners of the 2023 Crockett Cup, Knox and Murdoch. And when you put the match on paper, you go, okay, as to quote JR, that's going to be a slobber knocker. And it was. So we want to share that match with you. You have a comment? I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you
my
off.
whole caveat of this was BFT, night 1 of NWA 75. They won the tag titles in a battle with La Rebellion. And here we are, night 2. The Wrecking Crew combination of Knox and Murdoch. They did not wrestle on the first night. They went into this fresh. I got to be honest with you. There was no doubt in my mind they had the advantage going into this.
So please enjoy this match from us. BFT against Knox and Murdoch.
Introducing first, the challenger. They are the winners of the 2023 Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament. This is the Wrecking Crew combination of the Outlaw Mike Knox, Captain Badass Trevor Murdoch. They are Knox and Murdoch.
Able to win the 2023 Crockett Cup to get this title shot here at night 2 of NWA 75, and it will be a rematch from the Crockett Cup. BFT versus Knox and Murdoch. Now these teams, they know each other very well at this point.
Yeah, there are no secrets. There's no secret strategies going on. Man, every time I see these two men come through the curtain, all I feel, all I hear is old school. Let's fight.
Let's not forget Trevor Murdoch has had 2 big victories here at the Chase, one time retaining the World's Heavyweight Championship, the other time winning the World's Heavyweight Championship. Trevor Murdoch, we're in his hometown. He's not used to losing here.
Yeah, and he doesn't expect to tonight.
And coming to the ring, accompanied by the manager of champions, Aaron Stevens. They are the NWA World Tag Team Champions. BFT Carnage, BFT Damage. They are Blunt Force Trauma.
And there you see it with the gold around their waist, making history night 1 of NWA 75. Taking out La Rebellion after their historic reign with those championships. Now, at the top of the mountain in the tag team division, your World Tag Team Champions, Carnage and Damage. But they know what's in store for them.
Yeah, it's you know, I'm running through my mind. I heard myself say there's not many teams that can go head-to-head, power for power with Knox and Murdoch. But you know what? There are several because our tag division is so strong. But these men are definitely at the top. That's why they got that gold around their waist.
Aaron Stevens once again out here was definitely a factor last night. At night 1 of NWA 75, I have to imagine Aaron Stevens has a plan.
Oh, always.
To make sure BFT can hold on to the gold. But Knox and Murdoch, they beat them before. They could do it again and make history here at the Chase.
When does Aaron Stevens not have a plan, guys?
Always, always.
Oh, yeah. And you see he's already taking off that jacket that he claims costs more than $10,000. There you see it, what it's all about. World Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, either way, we know that that those of us watching are going to be the winners. You've got Crockett Cup champions against tag champions.
Tag champs, yes.
And let's not forget Aaron Stevens, a former NWA World Tag Team Champion as well. Oh, and look at that.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
Blunt force trauma, taking it.
Not wasting any time in the least.
You said, do they have a plan? Does Aaron Stevens have a plan? Well, we saw him work it.
At NWA 73, Aaron Stevens lost those World Tag Team Championships to La Rebellion. And not only that, at NWA 74, Aaron Stevens also in a losing effort. Wait.
Aaron Stevens calling a timeout for his team right now.
Wait, they're leaving?
There's no timeout.
They're trying to leave.
Trying to leave the Coruscant Ballroom here at the Chase.
Oh man, somebody
but this is
got
a
left
major
behind.
mistake because Damage is now left alone. Damage is all alone now. What?
Aaron.
Oh, they're setting him up. They're looking for the high-low. They want to finish this match now. They want to finish this match now.
No.
Hey, this could be it.
Carnage coming in, making the save.
Oh, look at that.
Man, they were within seconds of hitting that high-low and this being over with.
If Carnage had gotten to his feet, or I'm sorry, Damage would have gotten to his feet, it would have been
over.
a disaster.
Yeah, it was over.
Yeah, reformulating a new plan now on the fly, but no, Knox isn't going to let it happen. He's got Carnage. Carnage up on the apron. A huge hip toss, and the bell is. The match just started.
Okay.
Now it's starting.
My God. Face first into the turnbuckle. Tag is made to the former World's Heavyweight Champion. Here at his home in St. Louis. Crashing in.
Drop toe hold.
Simple, effective, hard-hitting offense from Knox and Murdoch. That's what allowed them to go all the way through the Crockett Cup and potentially become World Tag Team Champions.
Well, just like any sport, if you can break down and do the basics well, you're going to have a chance in every match, every game that you're in. You said it, Joe. It's drop toe hold, drop an elbow on the back of the head. That's basic.
Speaking of getting dropped on the back of the head.
Yeah, that'll happen right there. Lateral press kick out. And you see Aaron Stevens on the outside. Trying to get some motivation for Carnage to go and perhaps make the tag. Former world champion telegraphing it.
No, Aaron Stevens.
Yeah, Aaron Stevens. Again calling for a timeout.
How many timeouts do you get? Is it 2 or 3?
It's supposed to be 0, but...
No timeouts in wrestling.
Is it like 2 per half?
He just makes
or is it
his own
quarters?
rules.
And look at that. Trevor Murdoch saying, come on, bring it on. Title can't change on a count out. Aaron Stevens knows that. It's got to be pinfall or submission in the ring.
I think one of the things that could be lost just on looking at this is the size of each of these guys. And I don't...
Oh, and look at that. The crafty veteran using the rope. Probably a little too frustrated with the antics that he's seeing from BFT.
Well, I think Trevor Murdoch is every bit of 6'4", 6'5".
Yep.
Knox is taller than, bigger than him.
Speaking of which, the legal man now, Knox. Oh, using Trevor
gosh.
Murdoch, going up high.
my
All of
gosh.
his weight crashing down with the leg drop. Knox with one of his own. Now into the cover. Lateral press kick out by Carnage.
Yeah, you throw in the size of Carnage and Damage, and don't take away from the fact that the manager is every bit of 6'4", 6'5". There's got to be 1,000 pounds. Again, my guess, there's got to be 1,000 pounds of people in the ring right now, not counting Aaron Stevens.
His ego is 1,000.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Just lighting up the back and now the chest. And Trevor Murdoch's making him suffer.
Well, and I remember watching this, as a young fan, thinking, why are they slapping in the chest? Well, let me tell you how much that hurts, how much it drives the oxygen out, and it's not illegal. That's the thing.
Oh, and a clubbing blow.
It takes the wind out of you sometimes.
It is. It is shocking when you get hit like that. And you can do that all day long and you're not breaking a rule.
Another big chop to the chest of Carnage.
Carnage is, I mean, look at him. He's reaching already, and he's across the ring at the ropes.
Another big open hand shot.
I see. I like to read people's eyes. With Trevor Murdoch, what you get is you get that veteran experience, somebody who likes to fight and will do whatever it takes to win. You look at Mike Knox, and what you see is crazy. You see somebody who will just destroy you because that's what they do.
Into the cover again, shoulders down, kick out by Carnage. And this has just been a sadistic beatdown by Knox and Murdoch. I mean, Carnage desperately needs to make a tag if he's going to have any chance of surviving and keeping those World Tag Team Championships. I don't know if it's going to happen, though.
Man. You know, again, you get that tag champion.
Oh, and Aaron Stevens again pulling his man out of harm's way. And I think this is the third timeout. He's got to be out of timeout.
I think that's the last timeout. I think anything from this point.
You were supposed to get 0. He's taken. Oh, no. And he's caught. Ducking and dodging from Mike Knox. Mike Knox in pursuit. Oh, but there it is. Damage was there waiting.
But you know what?
We have a celebration.
Murdoch.
Flinch.
Heated rivalry between Aaron Stevens and Trevor Murdoch over the years. Oh, no, on the outside. Out on the apron, I believe. Damage has been done to the shoulder of Mike Knox. Taking advantage of the distraction.
Well, now it's payback now. It's payback. You want to try to mix physicality? Okay, we can do that with you, and that's what they're about to show. I guarantee it. I got it. He's calling that the rotation of domination.
Okay.
Well, whatever it's called, it's certainly effective here.
In comes damage, taking it to Knox now.
World Tag Team matchup here. Knox in a desperate situation. You can hear this crowd coming alive for Knox and Murdoch. Knox and Murdoch, huge opportunity. Winning the Crockett Cup, punching their ticket to night 2 of NWA 75.
Yeah, when Big Mike Knox was in that corner, there it is.
Flatliner, and again, targeting the shoulder.
Yeah.
You're right, Tim, that shoulder that was injured into the post.
That's exactly right.
Oh, barely kicking out, barely getting the right shoulder up.
And you can tell, I mean, look, every chance he gets, Knox is reaching over and trying to rub and massage that muscle.
And the agonizing pain on the face, full display from Mike Knox. Knox to his feet.
You know, we as a team have called a lot of tag matches, and all of us have talked about the importance of isolating your opponent, to keep him in your corner.
Right.
But having a guy the size of Mike Knox, keeping him on half of the ring with that size and power.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, it is. It is really tough.
Knox trying to dig down with everything that he's got.
So close to Trevor.
Driving, but no, here comes Cartwheel.
Tag is made by
he didn't
Trevor.
see it. Jared Fritz did not see the tag was made. Perfectly timed.
Oh no, not good.
Trevor's livid. Trevor's livid.
Well, I mean, the thing is even though all of that happened, that front face lock, that pressure was never taken off.
No.
He never relented. He just kept grinding that in. Mike Knox hadn't had a break here.
Now, once again, the attack on the shoulder.
You feel all your nerves firing right now.
Putting all of his weight into it, but Knox to his feet, feeding off the energy of this capacity crowd here at the Chase Park Plaza.
He's going to need that energy.
Oh, drop kick takes down Trevor.
He's free. There's a tag.
Trevor's not there. But Knoxy on the attack, throwing hands. Perhaps he's found a second win. Carnage sending him into the apron. The boot is up by Knox. Coming in. Oh, no, 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 no.
Power slam, and that's power.
Into the cover. This could be it. It's all over. The champs are taking kick out.
So close.
Aaron Stevens livid on the outside.
Yeah, you can want it to be 3. That doesn't make it 3.
Yeah, it doesn't make it 3. Knox.
Dragging him back.
Just dragging the dead weight. Tag is made. In comes Damage. And again, targeting the shoulder, targeting the nerves. So much punishment on that left shoulder of Mike Knox.
Well, and you can see, I mean, you can watch Aaron Stevens for an entire match, and he's like a thermometer. You can tell exactly where his team's at, what they're doing, how animated he is when they need him, how calm he gets when they're in control.
And the mercury is rising here at the Chase for this World Tag Team Championship match. Mike Knox desperately needs to make that tag to Trevor Murdoch.
Boy, and Trevor wants it so bad.
Knox
we were
trying
just
to do
here.
it, just trying to muscle his way over. He did it once before. The referee didn't see the tag. Can he do it again? Damaged. Oh, no, no. Oh, my God, he got him. He's got to get in the cover.
Yeah, but look at it. Both men are down. Both men are hurting.
Gosh. This is intense right now.
Huge opportunity here for Knox. He has to make the tag.
So close to
He
Murdoch.
has to bring in Trevor.
Come on, Knox. Come on.
Just trying to get his legs under him.
Oh. Oh, no,
Can he make it? Can he make it
tag,
there?
Knox, tag.
Reach out, and he does. In comes Trevor. In comes Trevor. Takes down Carnage. Takes down Damage. The St. Louis native, the former World's Heavyweight Champion, is rolling. Up and down.
Spine buster by Murdoch.
Big time spine buster.
Trevor's lining him up.
Trevor Murdoch wants to keep the streak alive for victories here at the Chase. Carnage on the attack. Going right after Murdoch, putting him in a very dangerous situation on that middle rope. Dangerous, dangerous place to be. Carnage pushed off. Oh, there's just it. The Bulldog, the move he won the World Championship with.
Cover, cover, cover. Come on.
Off the Bulldog. Here we go. Oh, my God, he kicked out. Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow.
Carnage has just kicked out of Trevor Murdoch's biggest move, the Bulldog off the middle rope.
What does he do from
Trevor
here?
can't believe it.
Wow.
And he did. I mean, there's no, he kicked out of the, you can't even take that away from him.
Trevor Murdoch calling for the end, looking for that high-low. A shot. Keeps Damage on the outside. Carnage is isolated.
They've got him lined up.
They got him lined up, looking for it. Looking to end this match just like they did the Carnage. High-low, high-low. Aaron Stevens.
That's got to be it.
Aaron Stevens.
That's it.
He's got a loading. No, he loaded the club. That damn Aaron Stevens loaded the club. Damage on the outside, holding.
Referee did
Oh,
not
the referee
see
doesn't see
that.
the destruction of the legs of Mike Knox. That one to the cover. My God, not like this.
No, 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 no. Oh,
Son of a.
The winners of this match, and still NWA World Tag Team Champions, Blunt Force Drama.
That goddamn Aaron Stevens and that loaded glove once again playing a role here at NWA 75. It's disgraceful. It's damn disgraceful.
He's getting his guys, he's getting the
Unbelievable.
belts, and he's getting out of here because he's afraid they're going to take it away.
No matter what happens in the future of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA 75, nights 1 and 2, whether you like night 1 better than 2, whether you like 2 better than night 1, here's the thing. The historic ramifications of night 2, double main event, the NWA World Women's Championship on the line, Camille against the winner of the Burke Invitational, Kenzie Page. That is one match. And after 813, I got dyslexic real quick right there. After 813 days, who could take the championship off of Camille? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we found out live and in person, and this building did not know how to deal with that in the moment.
Shocking. Kenzie Page. all of what, 22, 23 years old, your new NWA World Women's Champion.
Can you imagine being that
against
successful?
Camille, a woman who has what, a good 80 pounds on her?
A muscle.
Yeah. All credit to Kenzie Page. Wow.
She lived up to the hype. She took the opportunity. People sometimes don't pick themselves up when they get knocked down. Losing the TV title on night one, asking to be put into it.
But you remember the day that Kenzie Page walked into, where we used to wrestle in Atlanta? GPB Studios, right? Georgia Public Broadcasting.
Yes.
Literally next door from when they used to do Georgia Championship Wrestling. So
5
we were like,
years ago.
that's where we started, right?
Is that right? 5 years ago?
A shy and to be fair, scared, way out of her depth Kenzie Page. I wouldn't have bet $1 million that would be your future NWA World Women's Champion. She's earned it. The problem is along the way, I guess in a defensive posture, like many young people do, you got the sunglasses, you got the sarcasm, you got the not returning my messages when I'm calling to talk about business. So the question from here is, does that title go to a head that's already been gone to, or does she find some humility because she just beat arguably the most dominant women's champion in NWA history and possibly the most dominant female professional wrestler in the world?
I was going to say in her defense, love it or hate it, it got her in the position. She took that.
Okay.
She became a world champion because of that attitude.
I can roll with that. So again, congratulations to Kenzie Page and the Page family. Kylie, the sister, wins the tag championships early in the night with El Envy. And so as you saw when Kenzie went up the ramp over there, you got all the Pretty and Power with belts. That's going to be an interesting story to tell. And, of course, you got to watch NWA Power to see how that plays out. Your main event, Tyrus, Bull Rope, EC3, men who've fought together, bled together, dined together, laughed together, deciding to, I guess, in some sort of weird, almost Romanesque exhibition of violence, push each other to inhuman limits of pain and suffering to say who's the better man.
You left a major piece of that puzzle out there, which
375 pounds of Tyrus or two whatever of EC3.
You're leaving out the career of Tyrus because this championship match had more stakes than just the 12 pounds of gold, as Tyrus likes to say. Tyrus put his career on the line. He promised if he lost this match, if he lost the NWA championship, he would walk away from wrestling ever again.
And he did. I mean, he came to the ring with his children, I think, to make sure that they saw him walk that aisle possibly for the last time, and it appears that's what it is. He stood in that ring, and he thanked fans. He was very emotional. And I think what he said, and of course you'd have to watch the pay-per-view to see his speech, and maybe we'll share it on social media because it might be worthy. He said something very interesting. He said, "You may not love me, but I love this sport." Or I think he called it a business. Same thing. I can tell you, all real life reality heat aside, Tyrus the man, the father, the friend, loves the NWA. And tonight he bled for the NWA. He put his career on the line for the NWA. And his heart was heavy, not only, of course, with the passing of someone that he knew quite well in Mr. Rotunda. In fact, the last bull rope match that Tyrus had was with Wyndham Rotunda.
Full circle.
That's pretty intense. So imagine that's on his heart. And, of course, you know, our hearts were all on Terry Funk's passing. Because when you enter the Valhalla that is the list of NWA World Heavyweight Champions, that's a very interesting list. So you have the emotion, you have the family, you have the history, and you have a man who, I'm telling you, from me to you, loves this business. Think of him what you may, opine about him that you may. You have to respect, in my opinion, I know not everyone agrees with me, you have to respect a man who's willing to put it all out there on full display and say, I'm willing to win and walk that aisle as a champion, or I'm willing to be defeated and, you could argue on some level, humiliated. And the better man, your new NWA World Heavyweight Champion EC3, beat him, and he beat him soundly. And it wasn't one of those, like, you know, flash roll-up pins. I mean, they kicked each other's
I'm worried that tomorrow Tyrus's hands and ankles won't be working, and not just because of the normal wrestling abuse. He got a chair taken to his extremities in such a violent manner. I was at ringside, and I went, wow, that man's not going to be able to do much for the next several days after this.
What do you take? 7 chair shots?
Wrists, hands, feet, ankles.
About four cowbell shots to the head, choked. It's humbling as someone who owns and books this promotion. It's humbling when you watch 2 great athletes like this. And again, people don't really understand. When you're talking about Tyrus, you're talking about a 375-pound man. That is a refrigerator running. That is not a 4.0 40-yard dash guy. That is a freight train refrigerator running at you. So to move that around, the wear on the knees, the wear on the ankles, the punishment of being a professional wrestler for over 20 years. When you see that level of sacrifice and you see it in the ring, I'm sorry, in the sport of professional wrestling, there's nothing better than, he calls it the 12 pounds of gold. The world title on the line, and 2 men who want their lives, legacies, and in many ways their friendship defined by that match. And trust me, when they're in the old folks' home someday, they'll be talking about that one.
Whether you like either man, the truth of the matter is the audience and you viewing at home, once you see this match, will feel the emotion in the chase. Both men put it all on the line. The feelings were real. The violence was real. The moment was real. The National Wrestling Alliance 75th anniversary show, as it went off the air, was as real as it gets.
That match you got to pay for because we don't give away the main events for free. That's just the way it rolls. When people ask me to play their birthday parties or bar mitzvahs, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't play for free. So that's how we roll around here. Thank you to all our great fans. What a weekend. Holy moly. We're off to Nashville in the middle of the night for 2 days of NWA Powerrr TV tapings. And although we didn't get to it, October 28th, we will be in Cleveland, Ohio with our next pay-per-view. And let me tell you, if you didn't think we could top NWA 75, let's just say that Halloween is right around the corner of October 28th.
Spooky season.
And I have a funny feeling that this will be the darkest and most violent pay-per-view we ever do. Let's just call it A Little Bird Told Me. So,
tweet.
For Kyle Davis and myself, William Patrick Corrigan, is that my name? And the lovely, fetching, and beautiful Billy Trask in the truck who directs all these shows. And thank you to all our great camera people and crew who just put on a supreme effort to put on the supreme show for you. We can only thank you enough. Don't sleep on the NWA people.
We return you to your regularly scheduled programming. And at the end of the day, folks, the National Wrestling Alliance, it's where history lives. It's where legends are forged. It's where you make everything that we do matter. We want to thank you guys for following us. For the National Wrestling Alliance, like you said, William Patrick Corrigan, Kyle Davis, should have been the other way around.
See you Tuesday for the new season of NWA Powerrr.
I cannot wait.